different team since rookie Jaxson Dart took over for Russell Wilson. They're 2-1 after starting 0-3. The offense is producing top 5 in the league in rushing yards and third down percentage. Led by Dart and fellow rookie Cam Scatterboo, the Giants are back in the New York groove.
Two rookies, 4, 4, and 6, are all over everybody's timeline right now.
What up, Big Blue? 4, 4, and 6 in a trap. Wasn't easy, wasn't clean. A lot of big dubs. So appreciate you guys for your support. On to the next week.
Oh, he does a backflip.
But him and Scat actually insane, but I love them, bro. They bring a straight juice and they fearless.
It's a daily thing.
I want to do my best to be a spark.
If I'm physical, people aren't going to want to talk to me.
Try to bring a little bit of swagger.
Hey, Big Blue on 3, 1, 2, 3, Big Blue.
Woo! They're having fun in this city, no question about it. There's a lot to dive into in this game. Rex, let's start with that. There was a suggestion made that maybe Alex didn't want to be here last week to have this argument with you 3 days after that performance on Thursday
Alex
night.
is here because the Denver Broncos are here. They're going to play. So Alex decided to show up early. I think he was here on Friday. But, I mean, literally, this kid has taken the city by storm. What somebody predicted, right? He energized the entire football team and the fan base, and that's important. All right. Now, some of the stuff we saw from Brian Daboll after, I don't get it, Alex. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I mean, I love what Jaxson Dart's been doing. I think we've all been impressed, especially with his athleticism. But for me, it's just way too much recess, right? Like everything is recess ball. And again, he's done a phenomenal job of making plays, but there is no structure. And again, Brian Daboll, you're supposed to be this offensive genius. Can we scheme some stuff open? Again, everything is playground. Run around, make a play. And again, Jaxson Dart, to his credit, has been playing so good. But this guy's been hit more than anybody in football since he took over, and you're going to get him killed, and now he's going and playing at Denver against the defense that may break the sack record. Good luck. I think this is going to run out at some point. It's not sustainable. And then, listen, the Brian Daboll catastrophe of running in the medical tent, which, by the way, Jaxson Dart's been in the medical tent twice in 3 games, and we go in the medical tent. Right? What are you doing in there? You are the head football coach in a critical moment. It was a 3rd and potential 4th down situation. Can you imagine Andy Reid or like Mike Tomlin running in the medical tent?
Or like anybody.
What are you doing in there? First off, you have no idea. You're not a doctor. Get the hell out of there. And again, there's critical situation. Coach the football team. That is your job. You paid Russell Wilson $10 million to be there and now be your backup. Like, go execute. Like, I think this screams of desperation. Screams of desperation.
Did Daboll go in the tent before or after Russell Wilson's the ball that was dirted in the ground?
It was all at once.
Tell me, because the one thing that you were talking about it last night, and I said that this head coach, Alex, was fighting for his job. But listen, hear me out. You had the defending Super Bowl champions, divisional opponent on the ropes, and my rookie quarterback is in the blue tent. So I don't know where my offense is going right now, but the guy that I substituted in on 3rd down threw one to the ground. So hurry up, who's ever in this blue tent, hurry up and get it.
I want to go to that exact moment. He dirted it because there was a miscommunication, right? He thought the receiver was going to sit, and he kept running. Hey, it's your job. Get it fixed, coach. Rectify the situation. I want to pair this with something else. Let's think about Andy Reid a few years ago in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes goes down with the leg injury. In the 4th quarter, in steps Chad Henne. They go for it on 4th down against the Cleveland Browns and win the ball game, right? We aren't running around hysterically in a medical tent. Like, again, you're the head coach. You are supposed to be level-headed. What does it look like?
Jackson's not going to last. If he keeps playing the schoolyard that you're talking about, and he's taking all these hits. Denver, this is real today, though. Okay, Denver, the defense, maybe the best in the league. Shefty already talked about them about to break the sack record. I mean, this is a big challenge.
Let me play just how ready the Broncos are for this rookie, okay? Because we know these 2 flamboyant young stars, Jaxson Dart, Cam Scatterboo, they're the toast of the town. Everyone is talking about it, but the opposing teams are also very much aware of it. Listen to Denver's Jonathan Cooper talking about Dart.
Yeah, I mean, he's a young guy. He's, feeling himself a little bit. He's out there running around. He's got the chain on. He's dancing. I feel like everybody needs something. So, but we went against QBs who have ran around in the pocket and have, do stuff with their legs. So, ain't nothing we haven't seen.
last week.
Teddy, would you care to translate what we just heard from Jonathan Cooper?
The little pause that Jonathan Cooper had when he got back on track, what he meant right there. This is the translation of that right there. We're going to knock the face paint off this guy. That's basically the translation, because they probably all saw it on TV also, so they saw every dance move, everything. So this is a veteran defense that's fired up. I mean, I'm sure Sean Payton, the guy that I know that he is, who he coached under Bill Parcells, okay, he's walked up to every one of those linebackers like Stranad and Singleton. Hey, you see what them rookies did to that All-Pro in Philadelphia? Yeah, let's make sure that doesn't happen to us. The continual jab and jab and jab at that defense of what these rookies have done to where they are absolutely coming out, as you say, coming out of their skin to play these guys.
Yeah, and quite honestly, look, here's the week. The preparation, it's the exact same game plan. They're going to have the exact same game plan they had the week before against Justin Fields, a guy that can be creative with his legs. Oh, by the way, they had 9 sacks in that one. Brian Daboll, you got to go back to what you did week 1. And that is run the ball 40 times. I don't care if it's one yard, no yards, whatever. Keep running the football, or you are going to get this guy killed. One thing I love about him, all right, the reason this guy has energized the thing, it's his competitiveness. And to me, that was what's important. That's what's going to build off it. And look, his whole defense has got to be like, hey, we're the best defense on the field. All right? You have that kind of talent. All right, with the Giants, you got to show up on defense.
Who do you expect Daboll to run the ball with?
Scatterboo.
Exactly. So when I look at this game, I look at the 3 tiers of this mighty Denver Broncos defense. All right, there's 2 of those tiers that get a lot of recognition. The back end with Moss, Surtain second, Hufanga as strong safety, free safety at times. Now let's move it to the front tier with Cooper and Benito on the outside. But there's one tier we're not talking about. That's the backers. One thing about it, what I saw last week, 10 days ago, was the second tier of the Philadelphia Eagles not wrapping up and was not prepared to hit. With all of this talk about how good this Denver Broncos defense is, I want to see if the second tier is ready to come up and wrap their arms around Scatterboo, because if you don't, he'll hit you out of bounds and you'll be sitting on them bleachers.
So you were talking about that thing specifically, Zach Bond.
Yes, first-team All-Pro.
First-team All-Pro, and it looked like homeboy needed to get like new pads or something at halftime because he was getting trucked by Scatterboo.
But really, in all honesty, I know we got to go off this. I just want to see the physicality of this defense. Will it show up on all 3 levels of the Denver Broncos defense?
Greenlaw may be back today. That would be a huge help for this linebacker core, that's for sure.
The Giants' young quarterback is the topic of a lot of conversation. So is the Giants' former quarterback. Off to a great start with the Colts. We're talking, of course, about Indiana Jones. And today will be his first meeting ever with Justin Herbert. Those two were drafted 6th overall back-to-back years in 2019 and 20. Herbert had a much better QBR in his career entering this season, but through 6 weeks this year, Jones has the highest QBR in the entire NFL. There are still some people, and by some people I mean